Okay, so here's the deal. On the Real Housewives of Atlanta season 8, they aired an episode where a basketball player named, what was his name, Glenn Rice Jr. was basically a guest on the show, and he acted up real bad on TV, calling women bitches and acting aggressively and whatnot. Kenya Moore wanted him to leave the house that the cast was staying at, partying at, and whatnot. And basically, Kenya Moore felt, I guess, abused by this guy when he was on the show, and she wanted him basically kicked out of the house and whatnot. And some of the women on the show felt as if, yeah, you know, he was acting up. He wasn't acting like a gentleman, but however, Kenya Moore did basically provoke him to some degree. And they talked about this on the reunion show. Well, here's what Kenya had to say about it all on Twitter recently. She said, quote, "Stop protecting abusive men, hashtag RHOA, or Real Housewives of Atlanta." So I got to ask everybody, do you think that the other women on the cast were protecting an abusive man at the Real Housewives of Atlanta season 8 reunion show? Now, the reason why I need to know this information is because, you know, Mr. Junior is not expressing what he thinks about it all, you know, what his side of the story is. However, maybe Kenya has a point. You know, just because we don't like Kenya's attitude sometimes doesn't mean that she's wrong all of the time, all day, every day. Because, you know, like they say, a broken clock is right twice a day. If you don't know what that means, let's say, for example, a broken clock is stuck at 12 noon. At midnight, it'll still be at 12 noon, it'll still be at 12. So it'll be right those 2 times a day. If you looked at it at midnight or noontime, it would technically be correct, even though it's not a working clock. But anyways, I'm not trying to say that her brain is not ticking or anything like that. I'm just, you know. Anyways, do you think that the other women on the show were protecting abusive men? Let me know what you think about it all below. Be sure to subscribe to the Meat Magazine YouTube channels. Visit meatmagazine.blogspot.com. Follow me on Twitter at Meat Magazine.